Girl,
Everybody
it's
follow
packed
the one
out
line,
here tonight.
please. Follow the one line, please.
I told you.
IDs out. I need to see IDs. Thank you, ladies. Welcome to Park Ave.
Excuse me. Hello? Can you move? What? Excuse me. Oh my God. You ready to go? Girl, I've been ready.
Well, hey, girl. Hey.
Bitch.
It's been forever.
Bitch.
What's wrong?
Your hair is popping.
You know.
That red.
I do
Say
have.
red.
I do
Say
have
red.
a Velvet Rope Janet Jackson album hair color going.
Say red.
You know, I get so
Cherry
lonely.
cola.
I get so lonely.
Yes, I get so lonely.
You know, got till it's going together again. You know,
Come on, cherry cola.
I do have a bit of a Velvet Rope coming and going.
Yes, I'm feeling it. I'm here for it.
You know, I got used to it. The first day I got it, I sent a picture to my mom, like,
You posted
what
on
the fuck is
Instagram.
this? No, not that picture. That's when I got okay with the color.
Oh.
You know when you sometimes get your hair done and it's well, you don't wear weave like that. But when the people,
I used to.
my girls who wears bundles, okay. Well, you know when you first get your bundles put in or whatever, it's
You're not
like
sure.
tight and it's big.
Yeah.
And it's like your curls like look
Big,
real
super
big.
tight. And it hurts.
Yeah. So I was just like, I don't know if I like my hair. But a couple hours later after a nap,
it released.
it failed. And the day after that, it wasn't so tight. And I was just like, oh, I'm popping.
Yeah, bitch, you're popping.
So,
I love it.
I'm just out here.
I think that's you.
You know, thank you.
I would be like, hey, red.
Hey, Red.
Say red.
I can't. So I was going to talk about the Whitney Houston movie.
You
but
cannot.
Adrianna told me I can't talk about the movie apparently because she doesn't know the plot, which is Whitney Houston's life. So
I don't want to know.
So I'm not going to tell her how, you know, Whitney had hits. I'm not going to tell her that Whitney married Bobby because apparently this isn't like normal information.
I just don't want to know about it. I don't want.
It's her life though. It's a documentary about her oh my God.
You don't have to use curse words.
Y'all are so
Find a different word.
I don't want to know about the movie.
I don't want to know.
We lived the movie with her.
We did, and I want to see it portrayed through the lens of.
It was alright. I mean, I'll say this:
did you cry?
I did, but I cry off anything anyway because Whitney's story is just sad.
It's tragic.
I mean,
I just saw that part of Sissy calling Jane Jackson a bitch.
I did. Sissy. Sissy, I don't want to have to go in on you because, you know, you're Whitney's mother.
Nippy's mother, the greatest. You birthed one of the greatest voices of our generation.
You did. However, scale back on the Janet slander because, I mean, Whitney was about to be her sister-in-law because let's not act like Whitney was not messing with Jermaine Jackson when Jermaine Jackson was married to Hazel Gordy. But you didn't hear that from me. But I really did. I genuinely felt a way about Sissy. Because, you know what? It was actually just shocking to see Sissy talk like that. Only because Sissy had pushed this whole, I do church. Church is my thing.
She's pastor's kid.
Her exact words were, that Janet Jackson shit, let that bitch have it. And it came so easily off her mouth. I was like, Sissy be cussing people out. Also, Sissy really wasn't down to the congregation like I thought.
She's not down to the congregation.
Sissy was wildin'.
Yeah.
She was a music of ministry and could drink Hennessy. Got you, sis.
Yeah. Whoop your ass in a heartbeat.
Yeah. But it was good. I like
let's
I mean, they could. If we're being honest, anybody who hasn't seen it, you can wait for it to come on Netflix or Redbox. Because if you guys watch the Showtime documentary, you're good. So you can actually wait till it comes out on Netflix if we're being 100% honest. But you know, I love Nippy.
It's the we want to support the.
I don't want to support Pat.
State.
No, I don't. I don't.
Pat.
I don't want Pat Houston getting no money from me.
So Pat's the heir of the state?
Pat worked with, damn it, she executive producer. She worked for the state or some shit. Pat getting money. So where her money going? Bobby Christina ain't here no more. So probably Pat and Sissy and them. So I'm good. You know, I could have waited to Netflix, but neither here nor there. I mean, I needed something.
I just didn't want it. I didn't want no spoiler alerts.
She made The Bodyguard and waited to exhale. The fuck?
I didn't want no spoiler alert.
I just needed to get my mind off something because, my family has been mourning.
Oh, yes, Joe.
Yeah.
But Joe, I mean, like you said,
Joe
was
lived a good
90.
life.
He lived a good life. He was out here popping.
I
while we were struggling. That nigga sent his last tweet.
That nigga was chilling. No, well,
he sent his last. Well, he had somebody write his last tweet and let him know.
No, they took it upon themselves to write it because Paris let us know. Paris made it clear that Joe didn't write that shit. But neither here nor there. I do stand for the Jacksons, as we all know, Janet Jackson in particular. So It was a tough time. It was.
Are you okay?
I am. I actually kind of laughed at myself when you called me. It was like, "Are you okay? Joe died today." And then this was the thing. I got on my Facebook page, and people really was saying like condolences to your grandpa. I'm like, I gotta stop. I really have to stop saying I'm related to the Jacksons. This is going too far.
I knew. I had to call you when you had posted that he was,
went to see the king.
He was at the throne.
Yeah.
I said, you know what? Let me call her because she might be on the edge.
Like I said, he was 90. I see my girl Janet at the Essence Fest on video since, I told you what happened with the tickets. And I seen Janet was still in mourning, and it was it's a tough time for my family. But why are you laughing?
You're right.
It was a tough time for my family. Shout out to Janet. I stand for you, girl. You're a bomb bitch.
Blessed. It's all right. Joe would have wanted the show to go on.
And we know that.
And obviously the show went on because he went and told Michael, get on that Scorpion album.
But they shouldn't have released that song.
Did you like it?
No. Because my thing is I don't like when people get people's music from the vault, because I kind of feel like the person in particular didn't like the song.
That's why they put it on
So that's why they put it on ice. So it's like you come in and especially with people like Prince as well. Yeah. Like Michael and Prince seem like very like anal and perfectionist.
They're Virgos. Well, I know Michael
August 25th, I think.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's a Virgo.
They're like perfectionists, and you knew that throughout their whole entire careers. Mm-hmm. So if they have all this music kind of hidden and they didn't feel the need to release it, I don't really like when people do that. It's just kind of weird to me, especially knowing that those type of people are like perfectionists. So it's not like Tupac, who had just a whole bunch of music at the drop of a dime for y'all.
Right.
Like, if Michael didn't release it, I kind of felt like he thought something was wrong with it. I don't like when people do that. And it didn't sound, honestly, if it wasn't for somebody telling me, I heard the song and then I was like, that kind of sound like Michael, but not really. And then I looked and I kept seeing tweets about Michael Jackson. I was like, oh, okay. And then it didn't even sound like a Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
But Kiki, Are You With Me? I don't get it. Where did that dance come from?
I have no idea.
I'm getting old.
But I had posed the question, is it Kiki, Kiki, or is it Kiki, Keke? I don't know which one it is, but my little brother, he's 22.
He's young whippersnapper.
Oh, he's into it. He was teaching me the moves, so I'm into it now. So
I know it's like a skip and a heart or something.
Kiki, are you riding? Are you driving something? And I'm leaves beside me, and I want you, and I need you. That's all I know.
Okay.
I just know the first part.
Okay.
And trap something Benny. That's it.
I'm getting old.
Bitch, I'm old.
But honestly, I never listened to a full Drake album. I always just wait. I just wait till people figure out what's hot, and then I listen to that. Like I know all his hood. I know all the songs that's popping in like the clubs in the hood, and then I know all the singles. I've never sat through his entire career.
See, Drake has the type of album where he has maybe 4 or 5 good songs, and the rest of them are trash. In my opinion, like more life. I only listen to maybe 6,
what's on More Life?
More Life is what's the radio?
I bet I found your love and
Fake Love.
How Fake Love go?
I want a love for me. They got.
Oh, okay. It took me a minute, girl.
I fucked up the words. I chopped up the words.
Gotcha.
I chopped it up.
Gotcha.
I chopped it up.
No, but even from like beginning, I never like bought a Drake album. I just wait to see what everybody else finds popping, and then I
listen to it. It's because that's I want to see what he's doing. But I mean, out of 25 songs, about 5 of them are a good solid.
Oh, okay, and
rotation.
Kiki is one of them.
Kiki is one of them, and it's called "In My Feelings."
Oh, it's not called Kiki. Oh,
it ain't called Kiki. It's called "In My Feelings," and that is a good one.
Nice for What is on that one, right?
I like Nice. Well, Nice for What is played on the radio too much. I want to say Nonstop is. I think that's the second song on the album. And then I
did hear the Emotions one with Emotionless or something.
That's cool. I'm Upset. I think that's an underrated song. Just because I just love the way he says, "I'm upset."
Okay, I haven't. Yeah. I think I've seen it once. I think I watched the video.
That's the one where he did the Degrassi reunion.
Well, I didn't watch Degrassi either, so I didn't.
I didn't watch it either.
Yeah, and then somebody tried me. They were like, "Y'all mustn't have the good cable.
Corny.
Y'all mustn't have the good cable."
It was hella corny.
They told me I mustn't have the good cable. I was like,
"That's MTV."
When I was in high school, I think it came on like a Canadian station.
It was MTV. It came on MTV.
Oh, but either way, when I was in high school, I was watching Soul Food.
It came on MTV on Saturdays.
I was watching Soul Food the series. So
yeah. I'm Upset. I think is a great. I like it. Nonstop. The Kiki song, "In My Feelings," and then that's like three songs out of 25.
I'll give it another week. It seems like the Kiki song.
Sometimes you just gotta and that's another thing. Like new music, you can't listen to it one time and then let that be the judge. Like you have to give it at least a month worth. Nah,
when I like a song, but this is what I do with Drake. I let the masses decide the five that should be popping, right. And then I
but
accept
it's not. I mean, because he has. I mean, it's just like the Migos album. Migos had 27 fucking songs on their last album on Culture 2.
Is that the one with Stir Fry? Well, I'm so
yes, but it's just like only like 3 songs are like really good.
And
that are worth listening to.
And even with people like Migos, I wait till society decides for me what I should listen to. I remember my homegirl Chrissy hit me with Stir Fry before the album was even out. She's like, "It's this song called Stir Fry."
I love it.
Here it is.
I mean, I love it.
And I was like, okay, cool. Let me add that to the playlist, girl.
And they have another one with 21 Savage that I like. I think it's good. Or maybe that's 2 Chainz. I don't know. One of them niggas. But anyways, yeah, that's that. That's that on that.
So what's cool in the city?
Guys, so you gotta go to Fort Worth. Y'all gotta go check out this art exhibit. So I don't know. He was my boo.
A lot has happened in 2 weeks. We thought we had one.
I thought I had one.
And now we don't.
I don't have one no more.
She no longer has jungle fever. She got jungle fever.
No,
I mean, y'all gonna be talking again, but continue your story.
He's still my boo. He's still DMing me on Instagram, so it's fine. Anyways, so we decided to take a road trip, and I love art exhibits. So there's in the museum, the Modern Art Museum of Fort Worth, and has some of the best exhibits. And I don't know if y'all know, fun fact, Dallas is the art hub of Texas. So basically all the coolest, they have like the largest, the
I would
biggest
think
art
Austin
scene.
would be it.
It's Dallas.
Wow.
Yeah. And I mean, even Dallas, their Museum of Modern Art, it's 4 stories, which is really big. Their museum is huge. It's 4 levels, and it's like super, super duper big. I don't know the square footage, but I just know it's 4 levels, and it's huge. It's bigger than the Museum of Fine Arts here in Houston. But anyways, so they have this art exhibit in Fort Worth. It's the Takashi Murakami, not to be confused with Tekashi 6ix9ine. Just FYI.
Is Tekashi 6ix9ine white?
He's Hispanic. He's
Oh,
the
okay.
Hispanic rapper that likes to go to a hood and troll people.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
The colorful rainbow hair.
Okay, yeah.
But no. So this guy, Takashi Murakami, so back in the Gap, he did a collaboration with Marc Jacobs when Marc Jacobs was doing Louis Vuitton, and that's where the colorful Louis Vuitton bags came from, was that collaboration. They had the flowers and they had the white bags with the colorful LVs or whatever. He's a Japanese artist, and he has these dope ass sculptures and paintings. He did Kanye West's graphics for the graduation album. That bear was in that exhibit. The graphics for the Kanye West album was in that exhibit. The graphics for the Louis Vuitton Marc Jacobs collaboration, that was there. So I mean, it's, if you like art, if you just want to take a road trip or something, it's like 45 minutes outside of Dallas. I thought it was cool. I had fun. My boo, that's not my boo right now. He had fun, and he had these huge ass sculptures of like these like alien men. And I mean, they have to be at least like 30 feet tall. And you just look at them and you're like, what the fuck was he thinking when he made this? And that's what I think about when I look at art. Like, what is a person thinking when they decide to make something of this type of magnitude? And I mean, just the detail of these sculptures, I mean, were dope as fuck. I mean, and then they had like some videos of how they made a couple of sculptures that were in the exhibit. But needless to say, it was a dope ass time. I had a great time. The tickets weren't expensive. They didn't fall for my student ID.
They didn't? They embarrassed you?
They didn't fall for it. I had to pay full price.
Wait, that's so embarrassing.
You know, I tried it. But, you know, I did it on the slick, like, yeah, I mean, like I always do. Yeah, I'm a student, but I don't have my ID. And she said, oh, okay, it's going to be 16 and 16. Because, you know, I was going to pay for the exhibit. Since it was my idea, I was going to pay for the exhibit and food. He was going to pay for, you know, room and board. So.
Oh, y'all spent the night.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, y'all did a thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we did a thing. Yeah.
That's cute.
It was nice. It was cute. But, you know, it was short.
I hope that you're the one.
You know, it was cute. We had a fun time.
If not, you are the prototype.
Yes. And I figured out I had more swag than I thought. And I feel, you know, it's not even me personally. I just think that women are able to not get away with more, but just like get shit done better than guys, because he called so he ended up getting a DJ gig at one of the clubs in Dallas. So we went to Dallas first, and he did a DJ gig, and then the next morning we went to drive to Fort Worth. So that night, and because I was under the impression the promoters were gonna give him buy him a room already, but they didn't. They just gave him money for a room. He called maybe 3 or 4 hotels, and none of them, they were all either booked or it was something that wouldn't allow us to get in. So I was just like, you know what, fuck that. So I just looked up some hotels and called the first one. I was like, hey, do y'all have a room? And he was like, actually, we do. And I was just like, that's what it just takes a woman to finesse the situation.
Just a woman's touch.
It just takes a woman's touch. So that's when I realized women are pretty fucking important. And,
we are.
Very powerful. Because he was looking at me like, damn, I literally went to, and, you know, he's white. So he's like, if it ain't white, it ain't right. You know, how could he lose? Then motherfucker was getting shut down.
White males run the world, man.
Motherfucker was getting shut down left and right. But, you know.
Oh, you're going to be on another podcast this week.
Oh, yeah, I am. Social Complex. Shout out to the guys of Social Complex.
She will be on there today, too. So listen to us first and them. Don't pause us to go there.
Yeah.
Play us out.
The
Social
guys
complex.
are awesome. You know, they're very nice. I was a little taken aback by their, you know, because we're very low key, you know.
Oh, they're grand.
Oh
yeah, because they tape in the studio.
They tape in the studio.
Yeah.
So they had the things. I didn't know I had to put the headphones on, and you know, it was kind of like it was a good time. The guys, they're a good time. You know, they like to debate. They do. I've been there. They like to talk about sex.
They do. They do.
And you know, hopefully they will take heed to the advice that I give them. You know, if a bitch wants to go smoke hookah over going to the museum, that's a red flag. And that's one of the things that we talked about.
Well, so check Adrianna out on Social Complex.
Yes.
Well, I think the link is on our page, but I'll post it again when she gets on there.
Yes, and it was raining that day, so I had a plastic bonnet over my head.
A shower cap.
I had a shower cap. So on the picture, I wanted to keep it a stack. So I wore my shower cap.
I won't be posting that picture.
It's actually quite funny. I'll show you.
I cannot.
It's actually really funny. No, let me show you.
We're going to put the link up so you guys can check her out.
Yes, indeed.
And so this week, my Women Crush Wednesday goes to Big Red from Bring It On. And here's the thing about Big Red and why she's my Woman Crush Wednesday. Because Big Red is the type of woman, a person that peaked in high school. And I didn't realize it until I was watching Torrance and them this weekend. And Big Red is just full of shit. First of all, she went down to Compton and messed with the Clovers, recording Black and Isis. What's her name? Isis? Gabrielle Union character? I think it was Isis. Went down there.
I'm not
recording.
too sure of the name.
Went down there recording the Clovers.
Yes.
So that was already a red flag. She was already a terrible tyrant for that because, you know, white people love to just be black but not be black.
They love to be black when it's convenient.
Very much so. It's real cute when, you know, you want our lips and our butts and our hips and stuff. But you don't want to be black when
it's time to be black.
When it's time to be black. But I can't look past that, but I will let Torrance go. The problem with the problem with Big Red is Big Red was really coming up to that high school as if she hadn't graduated yet. And I was just watching the show, like watching the movie the other day, like, damn, Big Red is a lame. Like, did you not go to college? Did you not have no grown friends? Were you not adapting at your college campus? Like, why do you keep bothering Torrance and them at this high school that you graduated from last year? Who gives a shit about the competition? You don't go there no more. They won when you was there. So what does it matter if they don't win because you're not there? This is not your legacy, bitch. Like, move on. Like, you don't have no cheerleading scholarship at another college or something. You literally coming down to this high school to harass these high school kids. They really should have pressed charges on you. Why do you keep going up to this school like this? You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You're grown.
Shit.
Because Torrance's boyfriend, Aaron, when he graduated, Torrance couldn't find that motherfucker. Torrance was like calling him, trying to blow his phone up. He was over there adapting, getting hoes, minding his business, and binge drinking like freshmen should at college. Nope, here go Big Red. I gave you this and that. Oh my God, are you holding auditions? She's just showing up. Like, girl, do you go to the community college in the city? Like, what are you doing? Why do you keep showing up to this school, Big Red? Big Red. Can somebody, no, for real, somebody need to figure out why Big Red showed up to the school the way she did. That is a problem. And the cheerleading coach and the staff and the principal should not have allowed this. You know, that's what's wrong. Maybe
she was just like a good dancer. And, you know, she was a good person to get advice from.
They didn't want her advice. They was tired of her. And then when they found out that she was still in the cheers anyway, you know, like, why are you bothering these kids? They're children. You're 18 now. If you're so good in cheerleading, you didn't get a scholarship anywhere. So you just coming back down to the high school. This is just it for you.
Coming down
to the high school. Girl, you can't even be no cheerleading coach at a high school without no education degree. So girl, go to school, leave Torrance and them alone, let them figure it out and mind your business.
That's too easy.
No, Big Red was like, and looking back, and then Big Red looks grown too. Like, if you really actually watch it, she looked like her ass should have been like in her third year in college. And just coming down here messing with Torrance. Mad. This is not your legacy, ma'am. Like this is not.
I gotta start saying that. This is not your legacy.
This is not your legacy, man. Your legacy is something else. What you did in high school don't goddamn matter. Like I don't really think. In case you may be valedictorian, I'll give y'all that. But in reality, no one gives a shit about what you did in high school.
I gotta start saying that shit.
Nobody gives a legacy. It's not, because nobody cares about what you did in high school. In case it's only if it's an extension of what you're doing now. So if you're like really good in basketball in high school and you're in the NBA, then people care. But if your ass had a 4.0 and then dropped out Florida State your sophomore year, no one cares what you did in high school.
Yeah, nobody cares.
I was on the cheerleading team in high school. This is your third year of college. You're not on the cheerleading team here. No one cares. Everybody ran track in high school. No one cares. Like everybody, I know not one person.
Stop
Did
it.
you run track in high school?
I did.
Everybody
and I
ran
got
track.
kicked off the team.
What did you do? How did you get kicked off the team?
I was asked to not be on the team anymore.
So why?
I wasn't necessarily kicked out. I wasn't really familiar with all of the rules and regulations of track.
Ain't that
it was
many?
my
What did
first
you do?
year.
What did you do? It ain't too many rules and regulations anyway.
So
the gun go off.
I ran.
The
gun went off. I ran, but I was in a relay, and I was like third leg.
Okay, so what did you do?
I ran when the gun went off.
Wait, so when the gun went off, person to go.
And I remember this vividly.
How stupid are you?
First of all, I'm not stupid.
Did you not go to practice?
It was my first time. The coach was like, I got kicked out of Tigerettes. I mean, my drill team, and I needed an elective. So they told me
your ass couldn't stay on nothing. I got kicked out of Tigerettes. Tigerettes. Tigerettes is such a stupid name.
Tigerettes, my drill team, bitch.
Oh my god! Shout out to the Tigerettes.
Shout out to the Tigerettes, man. I got kicked out my sophomore year.
What did you do to get? Okay, let's slow this down. What did you do to get kicked off the Tigerettes?
So before there was racism back then. Okay, I was the only black girl amongst Hispanic and white girls, okay? Mm-hmm. And I wanted to play my mixed CD that my brother had made me. It had Cash Money Records on there.
Come on, 99 2000.
It had Trick Daddy.
Come on, dollars.
It had a lot of cool songs at the time. Nelly.
Okay, high end. Oh, that might be a little late. I'm going down, baby.
Some around there. It had a lot of cool songs, and they were watching movies. They said, let's finish the movie, then you can play your music. So I said, cool. They wouldn't hurry up and try to put on another movie and try to make it seem like, oh no, we're finna watch another movie. So I got irritated. I snapped. I wanted to let them know I'm here. I'm a black woman. You cannot stop me from listening to my Cash Money Records taking over for the 99 2000. You can't stop me. Okay? So I started playing my music. And one of the directors, which was on our bus, we were traveling, and she said, hey, cut that music off right now. We're watching movies. Be considerate. And I said, y'all aren't considerate of me? I don't want to watch no movies. None of us want to watch no movies back here. Tigerettes. So then she said, cut it off now.
How were you playing it out loud?
Because I had a boombox.
This is a stupid story.
I had a boombox.
Come on, 90s. Come on, early 2000s.
So she turned around, and I went, I flicked her off. So I threw up both my middle fingers.
Wow, you're
as
terrible.
She was turning around, and then one of the moms saw me. She said, she flicked you off, Marsha, she flicked you off. And so
you want to play your Cash Money on a bus full of white moms and shit?
Hey, I'm living my best life.
Was it the edited version?
No,
hell no. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
No, it was Rock the Boat and everything on there. So they put me in the front of the bus. They tried to embarrass me and shit like that. So, they was like low key. I fuck that. Fuck them hoes. Fuck them. Fuck Mallory's mama.
Not the whole mama.
Mallory's mama, she my number one target. When I see her in the streets, I'm gonna throw something at her ass because she was the main culprit. Being mean, just being mean. I ended up storming off out of the game and all this shit. Anyways,
so that's when you got kicked up.
So I got kicked off the Tiger Red
team. So we're trying track team now.
So I had to try the track team because I needed something, an elective to coincide with my graduation. Yeah. So picked up track. I thought it was going to be a great time because I went to one of the track meets and it was nothing but boys.
It's nothing but niggas. And you there all day.
And it's just niggas everywhere. And they was
from sun up to sundown.
Like, damn, fuck that shit. Fuck that dancing shit. I'm finna run. So, I was trying to do, what is it, that like jump shit, like when you jump in the sand.
Okay, I forgot the name of it.
I forgot the name of it, but I tried to do that.
You look like you.
I was fucking around. I was just trying to look busy. So they put me in the relay.
Stories are so dumb. Go ahead. So you got put in the relay. Was it a 4x1, a 4x4, 4x8?
I don't even know what that means, but they put me in a relay.
I think it was a 4x1 for you.
They put me in a relay. I was the third leg, and it was my first track meet, right? So we were at Cabinets Field. Shout out to Corpus Christi, Cabinets Field. I was in that bitch. Like, I just remember a girl named Amber was on my team, and she was the fourth leg. So, gun pops. I just take off running. Okay, I'm running.
Your third leg by yourself.
Running.
By yourself.
Just running by myself. And I'm thinking like, fuck yeah, I'm in the lead. These hoes, I'm smoking these hoes, right? All I hear is, go back. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Go the fuck back. And I just see everybody just going like, go back. So I'm like, oh shit. And so, I see the first leg girl like running and she's just like, what are you doing? Needless to say, the coach was like, yo, maybe this is just not it for you. Maybe this
track not it for you. Track was it for everybody.
It wasn't it for me.
Oh my God.
And I was just like, damn. And it's so funny because the people that were there, and I remember this one boy, if I were to see him and ask him about that, he would remember that shit. Because he was yelling, what the fuck are you doing?
Wow. How is track? Track was literally for everyone.
Track
didn't even have no tryouts. Everybody made the track team. Everybody literally made the track team in high school. It was no tryouts.
I remember the coach was just like, I don't know. I don't know how we can do this. It's just maybe... Wow. Maybe you could just like be support. I don't know.
Wow.
Be like support on the team.
Wow, but this is crazy.
I took off I took off
when the gun went off.
And I wasn't supposed to.
Yeah, you're supposed to wait till you get the baton at least.
But that was a learning lesson. That was a valuable learning lesson for me. Always read the directions before you do stuff, and it was a great moment. Whatever. Anyways.
But Big Red, I needed you to get you some business and mind it. Because there's no reason you should have been harassing those teenagers.
Absolutely.
You ain't had no boyfriend in college? Nothing?
Not at the community college?
Just down to the high school bothering them kids.
I would never.
Never.
I could have never imagined going back to high school.
I remember when Bring It On came out, and my best friend was a cheerleader.
Or when they're like, jazz hands.
That's all right. That's okay. You're gonna pump our gas one day. I remember my best friend was on the cheerleading team, and so like they all went. I was just like, high school's so stupid.
It is.
But high school is really dumb.
High school is stupid. High school is really stupid. Unless you're in it.
Yeah, like when you're in it, it's everything. But 2 seconds out of it, you just look back and be like, this was dumb.
This is fucked up. This is really stupid.
All these niggas on this football team ain't going to the NFL. All these niggas that play babasketball aren't going to the NBA.
Trash.
Just everything.
They gonna leave that. I wish I would have fought that girl in that locker room that day. I really wish I would have mushed her head into that locker room one day.
High school is just so terrible.
Yeah. But anyways, whatever.
But this week, we're recovering from
liquor.
The alcohol, blaming on the I used to love that song. Listen, so this week we're recovering from liquor. I guess that's a
Mecca.
great conversation for two recovering party girls. So two girls trying to recover from party. I don't know what we're doing these days, but
Bitch, I'm trying not to.
we're somewhere here, we're somewhere there. So, when was the first time you ever had a drink? Like, what was your first drink ever in life, and how old were you?
I was 8th grade
Are you serious?
going into...
I'm not judging, but are you serious?
That's real life.
8th grade, bitch?
8th grade, going to my 8th grade prom. We had rented
The
a limo.
Cotillion, bitch?
We had rented a limo. Or whoever, somebody's mama rented a limo.
Marsha's mama?
Marsha's mama rented a limo. And somebody pulled out a bottle of Crown.
Crown, bitch? Who could afford Crown?
I think it was my friend Taryn. My friend Taryn, her parents had a bottle of Crown, and I remember I couldn't afford a dress, so I wore one of my mama's dresses. So of course it was like too big for me.
Your high school, let's not tell high school stories.
No.
I can't. I refuse.
So, my mom was trying to hook me up with one of her dresses, and it was just like it was like this.
It's like Doug. You remember that episode when Doug had on the big clothes? Think big, getting on the trash can.
That's exactly how I was with my mama's dress on. And it was like over the shoulder, and it was velvet. And I had my hair real long, and my hair was really long, and I had this like little clip, and it was right here. And I thought I was doing something. And I had on these little kitten heels. I thought I was it. Okay? And then we rolled up in a limo. I thought I was that bitch. And then our prom was like I want to say it was at City Skates, which is this local skating rink in Corpus Christi. And Taryn.
Man, random. I have to tell that skate story when my sneakers got stolen, but go ahead.
Damn.
Ain't that terrible?
That's horrible.
My Nikes, go ahead.
Damn. Taryn pulled out a bottle of Crown.
Crown.
And she's just like, so guys, I jacked this from my mom. We're drinking. And so I was just like, oh shit. Are we going to get caught? Like, what's going to happen? She's just like, taking it to the head. So I was just like, you know what?
8th grade, bitch?
8th grade. I remember like it was yesterday because they were driving the car. They were driving the car around and they drove it by the school. And we're like, Tom Brown, check. And
how much did you drink? Just like a shot worth?
I probably took like 2 shots and I was drunk. And I was on that dance floor. I mean, that dress was long as shit. Long and big. And I was hiking it up and trying to twerk. I have a picture.
Did you know you was drunk?
No.
Immediately you was just...
I was just having a good time. And my mom picked me up afterwards. But I remained very silent.
Nobody smelled a Crown on y'all?
I don't know.
I guess
I don't know.
Get called.
But yeah, I was in 8th grade. That was the first time I had alcohol like that. And was drunk. But high school, that's when I was like introduced to like that, some kids, their parents didn't care if they had house parties and shit, and they would have beer. Kids. And when I tell you these motherfuckers, and I don't want to say now that I think about it, just thinking how we had so much access to alcohol when we were in high school, it was ridiculous.
Man, that's crazy because I didn't drink. My first drink was, I was 18. I was still in high school though, but I was 18 by that time. And I had 2 shots, not 2 shots. I had 2 Smirnoff wine coolers. The Smirnoff regular ice. I drank 2. We were at this.
You should put Jolly Ranchers in there?
No, nigga, we weren't that fancy.
Did you ever have Zimas?
No.
Were Zimas around in your time?
I didn't do Zimas. I've heard of Zimas before, but I didn't do Zimas. Maybe Zimas wasn't my time though.
No, it probably wasn't.
But I drank the Smirnoffs. My friend, they were Jamaican, and the Jamaican, they had like a full stock bar, which was crazy. They had a bar this whole entire time, but we never touched it. We just didn't. So that night, I don't know why I drank the Smirnoffs, but I had 2. And I did something, and my friend's like oldest, because it was like 3 of them. Her oldest sister was like, "Ebony, are you drunk?" And I was like, "No." but I didn't know what I was because I never drank before, right? So it wasn't until I came down from it the next day, I was just like, oh, is that what drunk is? But it still was kind of like leery because it was like 2 Smirnoffs. Like, really, how terrible was I? So then maybe a month later, by that time, my friend's older sister used to drink E&J.
E&J?
And she used to buy like a 5th of it all the time.
What?
So when we used to go to parties, that's when like my first actual liquor was E&J brandy. It's so fucking disgusting. I hate it. Like, the thought of it now is like gross. But we used to like take sips of like the 5th. But mind you, it's like 100 of us trying to take a sip out this 5th. So we take the sip out the 5th. And now that I think about it, we never really got, maybe because it was like 500 of us trying to drink this 5th. But I never got like buzzed like that. It wasn't my official like full out, I am drunk. This is liquor was when I got to FAM. When I went to college, went to FAMU.
Damn.
It was, I remember it was like a house party. They made hunch punch. Now that I think about it, it was really disgusting because they made the hunch punch in a bathtub. Now that I think about it, why didn't they just make it in the cooler? But whatever. But hunch punch, if anybody know, I mean, I guess hunch punch comes in many forms, but this form was the Hawaiian punch with a whole bunch of pineapple juice with cheap vodka. And like, that was like the first time I was like drunk. And I was like, holy shit, this is popping.
The first time I was really, really drunk was my senior graduation of high school.
Y'all fast.
So, this restaurant.
What were you drinking?
So we started off with white. I was a fancy bitch, all right. Like I was working at Olive Garden. I was making money. I had money to blow, right? So I would always go to the sushi restaurant. So me and my friend, we went to the sushi restaurant to celebrate our graduation, and we ordered. And mind you, we're 18, okay? I'm not gonna say the name because I love the place and I still patronize it. But we were 18, and the son of the owner worked there, and he was always my waiter. Mm-hmm. And I had a crush on him. I feel like he had a crush on me, so that's probably why I got what I got. Anyways, so we I remember we ordered a bottle of White Zinfandel.
Ball, bitch.
And yeah. I mean, it was Sutter Homes. So it wasn't like anything like too fucking fancy, but it was Sutter Homes. And so we were like passing the bottle around, and I'm 18, right? And I remember there was this club, it was called the Hot Spot. And we had went, and this guy, he had a table, and he was 18 as well.
Jesus.
We all graduated in high school, and he had this table, and it was full of drinks, and he was just like, all of this is Bacardi and Coke, get what you want. I bought all of these, and I was just like, fuck yeah. So I was grabbing as many as I could drink, and when I tell you, I was shit-faced. I was trying, and all I remember is trying to do the bunny hop.
What the hell is the bunny hop?
Dun 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 dun. You don't know the bunny hop? No. I do the bunny hop. Come on. I do the bunny hop. So I tried to do the bunny hop. I fell. So some people that went to my church, they saw me. They called my brother.
Shade!
They called my brother. They're like, yo, your sister is fucked up at the Hot Spot. You need to come and get her.
Not the people down to the church.
Down to the church. So my brother came in there. He was like, what is wrong with you? Get the fuck up. And I'm like, I'm wild. I'm drunk. I'm fucked up. At first time, fucked up. I have my little satin outfit on that I bought from Express.
Come on, Express.
I thought I was popping. And he was just like, get the fuck up. He goes, you know what? I'm calling mom. He
called your mama?
He called my mama.
That's fucked up.
My mama came and got me.
That is messed up.
And, yeah, because I was unruly. I was wild. He didn't know what to do.
That's messed up.
My brother never drank like that. Like, my brother didn't drink like that.
No, but your mama?
Oh, yeah.
What your mama said?
She said, get in the fucking The next day, I had to go to work, and I had to work at Olive Garden.
Were you hungover?
I was hungover than a motherfucker, right? So I get to work. You know, my mom, she took my car away. She took my cell phone away. Mind you, I paid for my cell phone.
It don't matter.
So she took that. She took everything away from me.
Black mamas are the worst.
So I get to work, and I'm just like, I'm sick. And you know, the girl that I had went to the club with, you know, we were both hungover. So my mom, I guess she went to church, got out of church. She comes up to Olive Garden. She goes, I need to talk to you outside. Mind you, I'm a hostess. She just like comes in. She just like opens the doors.
Ma'am, I'm at work.
And I'm just looking at her, and she's like, I need to talk to you right now.
I'm at work, ma'am.
And I said, Mom, I'm at work. She said, I don't care. I don't care. I need to talk to you. Right now.
Black mamas are
terrible.
terrible.
And I said, oh my God, this is
Black mamas have no type of standards, no type of boundaries.
Get outside right now. I need to talk to you. Get to the car. She parked in to-go parking and everything. So I was like, damn, man, fuck. So I go outside. She said, do you know what you were doing last night? I was just like, Mom, I was drunk. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was intoxicated. And she was just, no, you were giving fellatio. And I was just like, what? So she was just like, yes, the girls, they told me you were in the restroom sucking dick.
Were you really?
No!
Oh!
Listen, so these girls lied on me. Like, these girls legit lied. The girls from my church lied on me. So...
Oh, you owe them one.
So she was just like, I mean, she was just going off on me. She was like, they said you were sucking 3 dicks at a time. Damn
it! Come on!
And then I was thinking like, what? Did what?
Come on, Jetafire.
I said I sucked 3 dicks at the same time.
Jack me.
And there she was like, yes, they said that you were in the bathroom sucking dick, 3 of them at the same time. What kind of reputation do you want to have in this city? And I was just like, damn, I was sucking 3 dicks at the same time? And so I was just thinking, like, my mouth don't even open that big.
That's a whole lot.
But as, like, time went on and I started, like, to piece together the night, and the only reason why I got drunk was because I remember the guy that I was talking to, he was fucking around with somebody I was working with at Olive Garden. Mm-hmm. She didn't know what we were fucking around, but she just randomly said that she was fucking with him. And so when I found out, I was like so mad, and then that's when I was like drinking, whatever. And then he came to the club and he was trying to explain himself.
So where the dick came from?
I don't know where the dick came from. So after all of that, I confronted one of the girls that had said that got sick. And at the church, they're like, you know, so-and-so is sick. You know, we're writing letters and giving money, putting money in envelopes for, you know, prayers or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I wrote her this note and I said, I know what you did.
I know what you did last summer.
I know what you did. You fucking ruined my life. Because my mom didn't even speak to me after that. She didn't speak to me for like maybe like 2 weeks after that.
Yeah, because you were sucking 3 dicks in the bathroom.
But I wasn't sucking dick. That's the thing.
Sucking 3 and you 18 too? What type of reputation do you want, Adrianna? The fuck?
But yeah, that was my first. And then I remember I had throw up all over my... And I had these satin. They were beautiful. Black satin express pants. They were cargo pants. And they bunched up at the bottom. Mm. They were cute. Pockets on the side, satin, black. And I had this little camisole with the lace, and I had my Dillard shoes.
Bitch, I'm still going to Dillard's right now. Y'all got, okay.
I had my Dillard shoes.
Dillard's
I really thought that I was popping. And
Dillard shoes still pop.
I had throw up all over me.
That's gross.
And I just remember my mom being so disgusted with me. She was so done with me. She was like, I don't even want a daughter no more.
So get your ass back.
I need to give you back. I need to give you
Girl,
back.
no. Oh, I'm happy mine wasn't that dramatic because I got drunk in college, so it was just us.
Your mom didn't see you.
Yeah, I mean, my mom
has your mom ever seen you like wasted?
Definitely has. on more occasions than one. It was the one time I got super terrible. So I got super. I went out with my homegirl and her homegirl. So it's three of us. We went out. I get dumb drunk. My friend ended up in a car accident. But this is around the time, like, after I had got into that fight. So I was on probation. And I was still in college. I was still in college. So I panicked because they get into the car accident. But I know you're drinking. I'm not really supposed to be here. And I'm in Orlando. And I don't think I actually, like, told the probation officer I was going to Orlando. Because I was in Tallahassee. Because I got probation in Tallahassee. That's where I was in school at. So I called my mom. My mom and my brother come. My mom and my older brother was there too. It might have been like a winter break or something, or like one of those breaks because my older brother was there too. So my mom comes and picks me up. I'm like drunk as shit, and I'm like fucking wasted. I remember what outfit I had on and everything, and I had that cute Carrie Hilson haircut, like the bang and the wrap. It's popping. So we get in the car, and I don't really remember what went on in the car. I remember being like mad at them for like having to pick me up. Like I was mad. and mind you, I don't know why I'm mad because they don't came at like 2-3 in the morning to come pick me up from the side of the road across town because I'm not even nowhere near my damn house. And so a non-drunk me would have been grateful. A fucked up me was just like, you bitches! and like going off. So I don't know if my mom said something. So I'm in the back seat like letting her have it. And about nothing, because I don't even remember, and I vaguely remember all this. This was told to me later. So finally my brother gets, my mom was like, she's wilding too much. I can't, just ignore her. So my brother says, I'm tired of this shit, and pulls the car over and gets out the car. So I get out the car, because, bitch, who the hell you about to run up on? And I'm drunk? Like, nigga, what? Who you gonna run up on? Who you gonna run up on? So I hit him in his eye. He hits me in my mouth, and we fight. But then my brother's 4 years older than me. He's taller than me. He's bigger than me. So he essentially beats my ass, but not really, because I'm still like he didn't go full throttle on me. But by this time he had like I wouldn't give up. That was the thing too, because now I'm drunk too. So it's like you ain't finna just whoop my ass on some GP shit. I'm drunk, so this is gonna be to the bloody fucking murder end. So my mom was like, let her hair go. I'm still swinging. She's like, y'all need to stop. Mind you, we're on the side of the road in the hood too. Like we lived in like white land. I was like partying in the hood. So we get back in the car. She calls my grandma, of course, because she always calls my grandma. And my grandma's like, I just ignore her, just ignore her. If you don't say anything back to her, she'll calm down. So I pass out in the car. I wake up the next day. I go get in bed. No one's speaking to me. Of course no one's speaking to you. So I packed my stuff because I was about to head back to college. So I was about to leave early. So, but I'm just so hungover. And my brother like chipped my tooth too, so I was pissed. Like, you bitch. Not like chipped it to like scraped it, like you could tell.
You have a thing.
Yeah, it was like, no, it wasn't like a thing. It's like he chipped like a little bit of like the top part of the tooth. Like the whole thing wasn't missing, but you could tell. And so I called my homegirl and I told her the story, and she's like, you're wrong. And I knew I was wrong, but I'm hungover and I cannot get on the road and drive 4 hours to Tallahassee. I am so fucking sick. I'm so tired. I can't do it. So she was like, you just need to go home and apologize. So I went back home and I apologized and just went and got in my bed and went to sleep and like slept for 8 hours. Then I got up and went back to Tallahassee.
Yeah.
My brother hit the dog shit. I hate that. And the thing is, I didn't even know I blacked his eye. It wasn't until later. I'm like, nigga, you chipped my tooth. He was like, I'm a grown ass man, had to go to work with a black eye. Like, and I'm like, and then that made me feel better because I'm like, because you did chip my tooth. So if I gave you a black eye, then we even, nigga. Because the audacity of you to stop the car. I'm so drunk. That happened. I had to be like 20, 21, 22 or something like that.
God, that's hysterical.
Yeah, I was just like, that's why, like, when I got that DUI, them niggas were so over me. By the time I got that DUI, they were just like, it's about time. It's about time. You really been escaping the system for quite some time.
Oh my God, that is hysterical.
Yeah, that was a terrible night. I just remember too in Tallahassee. So my friends, one of the girls who stayed in my dorm, she had a fake ID. She was from Atlanta, Georgia, and she had a Mississippi fake ID. And we used to go to this liquor store called Seminole Discount Liquor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a shit because I ain't there no more. On Pensacola, I will never forget. So she used to use her fake ID, but I went in there with her all the time. So one day we were in there. I was in there with somebody else that wasn't her. And I was holding this bottle of Smirnoff Green Apple. And it was like, oh, come pay for it. And I was like, look, because I had never actually purchased it myself. I always kind of stood behind her. So the way he said it let me know he wasn't about to ask me for no ID. So that's when, like, the day I realized I could buy liquor, because I was like 18 at the time. So that's when, no, I'm probably like 19. That's when I realized I could buy liquor from this place without an ID. So by the time I turned 21, I go in there and I'm super excited. I'm like, oh, today's my birthday. And they're like, oh, what are you turning, 23? And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm turning 23. Forgetting that I had literally, because everybody used to come get me, like, go to the liquor store for me. Because they literally never checked my ID. And I guess because I was with that girl who had the fake Mississippi out of all places. I did. But we used to, like, that was like back when.
Did you play Hey? Well, you didn't have to. We played Hey Mister.
Yeah, I would.
We did have me and my friends. We did Hey Mister a lot.
That's so begging.
Yeah, fuck yeah, we did.
And people bought y'all.
Fuck yeah,
Yeah. But y'all probably got like them hippie white people to do it.
Yeah. And then I worked at Olive Garden, so I always worked with older people that were over 21.
Oh yeah.
So I would just give them the cash. And they would go buy my alcohol. Yeah,
because that was the thing too. Like when I was in high school, I knew white kids used to drink a lot because I partied with some white kids, and them white kids really be at their house with their mama drinking beer. But I think it might be something to people like not necessarily drinking with their kids, but alcohol in the house. I think it might be something to people who have like an abundance of alcohol around them. Because I don't think it's a culture shock when they get to college. Because a bit of me was a culture shock too. It was just like liquor everywhere, like
free
all the time. And I just remember like it was a thing to do. Like we used to drink this trash ass vodka called Burnett's vodka. Shout out to my roommate Angie. We drank Burnett's vodka. It was a terrible thing. It was like came in this thick plastic.
I used to drink McCormick's. I used to do the
McCormick's.
The fifths of McCormick's.
Did you ever do 99 apples and 99 bananas?
No.
I did those. Those were terrible. Like, I'll probably get sick now thinking about it, but it was 99 proof.
My roommate at the time, we used to go to the club, and she would sneak
Everclear?
McCormick's bottles in her pants.
I know we were terrible. We used to get this thing called Diesel 151, and we had this, like, kitchen table that was wood. We used to pour the Diesel 150. We used to come in like a gallon. And the cover of it was like a semi-truck. Diesel 151, I would never forget. And they always said it could start your car. Like moonshine, basically. We used to open it. We used to pour the 151 on the kitchen table and set it on fire. And it'll do a big old like whoosh, like a Benihana, and it just clear out. And that was like our party trick. So our party trick was literally setting our table on fire like every other day. All the time. We set that table on fire. We did, like, looking back, we were terrible. Like, we should not have been drinking. We used to play Red Light, which, and if there's anybody who...
Red Light, is it where you take a drink at the red light?
Yes.
Yes, we did.
Listen, anybody who's listening to that,
don't do that. Don't do that. That is the dumbest shit.
And it was because we'll go to, like, we'll get ready. This is the thing, like, we'll get ready to go to the club, and it's like, we got to get buzzed before we get in.
And so we got to take our drink.
So we used to drink at every red light, and like every time we played red light, we got every fucking red light. Like
every red light. I remember that. My friend, her name was Gail, and she had a green Mustang. I'll never forget. And everybody always used to have like house parties and shit. And she would always be like, and she was a year older than me, so of course, I didn't have a car, so I'd always roll with her. She would always come pick me up. She's so sweet. And she would always do that. She's like, red light. And she'd have her little cup.
Boop. But that was the thing, too. Like, binge drinking is just it's the worst. like, especially when you're college age, or like, I just know from, because when I was college age, I was actually in college, like, we pre-gamed. So we'll be in the house just taking shots, listening to whatever CD or whatever. And then we'll probably get in the car and drink some more.
But pre-gaming is so dangerous.
It is, because now that I look at it, we were going into, like, even though we weren't 21, we still had access to drinks in the club. But I guess maybe because when you're not 21, it's always the fear that you might not, this might be the night you don't have access to the drinks. So you got to pregame before, just in case. And so we used to drink pregame, drink in a car, drink walking up into the club.
Yeah.
Throw, like, chugging shit down.
I couldn't even imagine having an open drink in my car.
Yeah, not like that. Not like to that extent of how it was. Like, you literally had a bottle and some Coke, and you mixing drinks in the back of the car.
Yeah, I couldn't even imagine that.
Like, it's just, it was the craziest thing. I remember back when Ciroc and effing vodka is 50 cents vodka.
Right.
I remember when Ciroc and effing vodka was no names. Like, I remember they used to sell effing vodka and Ciroc for dirt fucking cheap. Especially effing vodka. And it's just so funny to even see how, like, easily influenced everyone is when a name gets put to something. Because I remember, like, T-Pain was out. That's the Tallahassee hero. Teddy pinned her ass down.
What?
You remember T-Pain?
Yeah.
T-Pain's from Tallahassee. Tallahassee hero. He's from Tallahassee.
Wow.
And I remember, like, his thing was Nuvo. So, like, my thing to alcohol was, like, whatever the rappers were drinking. So, T-Pain drinking Nuvo? Let's try Nuvo. I remember when Jeezy said 2 shots of Patron, Grey Goose got you loose. I'm going to tear that pussy up. The dude I was talking to at the time bought Patron, like, this little bottle of Patron. And Jeezy said 2 shots of Patron. So, me and him take these 2 shots of Patron and we just, like, sit on the sofa and wait for whatever to happen. Of course, nothing happened because... Yeah, you have to drink more than that, but like, my liquor tie-in was to what was popping in music. Yeah, too.
No, I remember Nuvo. I remember I was in Dallas. I don't remember what
Nuvo
hurricane.
Is so like whack.
I don't remember what hurricane. I think it was Ike something, and me and my friends, we had went to Dallas, and we had went to this club, and we met a liquor rep, and when I tell you, this bitch handed us, like, we each walked away with like 2 or 3 cases full of Nuvo.
Nuvo's so
like,
terrible.
I had Nuvo, like, I had cases.
I used to do Nuvo and Sprite though.
I would just, I mean, I didn't even like it like that. I didn't like the taste.
Yeah, Nuvo wasn't good.
It was a weird. It
Hypnotic too is another. Taste. Hypnotic has another like weird.
It has
taste
a weird.
Did you do Incredible Hulk?
No, I didn't do any of that.
I tasted.
It was like Nuvo and pineapple juice.
I did that as well.
But yeah, like, she gave us like 2 cases each. So I in my truck, I was like, oh shit, like, we have really, like, these cases of Nuvo.
What liquor, like, what's, like, the 2 liquors I do not do at all is like gin, and I stay away from a lot of bourbons. Well, that's because I got really hungover and threw up. One time I was drinking gin. No, I was drinking Jack, and I ate a chicken Caesar pita, and when I got ready to throw up, the lettuce came through my nose, and that was it for me and Jack.
Yeah, no, don't.
And gin's on that list too.
Well, before I got pregnant, I was drinking Crown.
Oh yeah,
I was doing Crown. Up until I found out that I was pregnant, it was Crown Maple.
Oof.
I would do Crown Maple.
So sweet.
It was and now I can't even fathom the thought of even putting that in my mouth. I can smell it and it just makes me want to throw up. But I would do Crown Maple and orange juice, and I would call it breakfast.
Oh, I get you. But you know, Jameson has a breakfast.
Really?
You do a Jameson butterscotch. It tastes like, if you do Jameson and is it butterscotch or hazelnut?
Hazelnut.
Hazelnut?
It sounds like hazelnut. Because butterscotch is not.
Okay, so you do Jameson and hazelnut, shake that up, take that as a shot, use orange juice as a
chaser.
Yeah, and then eat a piece of bacon. It tastes like breakfast. It tastes like a pancake, bacon.
That's
and
exactly
juice.
How Maple Crown and orange juice mix tasted. It tasted just like an IHOP breakfast platter. And I loved it. I mean, that's all I drank. And then I found out I was pregnant, and then I couldn't drink anymore. And now and then I got disgusted by it. That happened. And then after, my surgical removal,
Okay.
I started drinking tequila. And then so it was Patron, but then Patron started to make me sick.
Patron used to make me act the plum fucking. Well, actually, take it back. A lot of stuff made me act the fool. But Patron margaritas used to be my thing. I used to hang out with these old heads.
Patron margaritas.
And that
totally.
especially when I hung out with the old heads because they can afford it. I used to do Grey Goose and Patron margaritas, and I used to get twisted.
And then I started getting into Hennessy.
I
started doing Hennessy. Warm with lemon. Like when I worked at Libra Lounge, me and Shayna would go back to back. Drink. Shout out to Shayna, my girl, my boo. When we worked at Libra Lounge, I remember we killed a whole
running up them people tabs.
I remember we killed a whole fucking bottle of Jameson. I remember it was a brand new bottle, and because they didn't have any Hennessy, and she's just like, I guess we're just gonna have to drink this bottle. I was like, all right, cool.
Woo, just messing up them people looking money. Because I have to.
When I tell you, me and Shayna drank that whole bottle for the whole night. Me and her cleared out that whole bottle because the next day the owner had called her and was just like, yo, what the fuck? Where's the Jameson? And she was just like, oh yeah, we were taking shots. God. And then I remember one night I woke up. No, I ain't paid for that. And then I remember one time I woke up at Shayna's apartment. I said, what the fuck? What happened?
Girl, Shayna good for that. Shout out to Shayna. I spent many nights with Shayna. One night behind being drunk, I had broke Shayna windshield.
Goddamn.
Girl, no, let me tell you, this story is so stupid. So it might have been like a birthday party. It might have been her birthday. Was it her birthday? Whatever. It was something. I feel like it was always a function. Whatever. So we're in the car, and this guy's like super drunk, but it's like her cousin's friend or something. Yeah, it was like her birthday or something, because like her cousins had came in town and something like that. So we're in the car. I'm like in the front seat drunk. Shayna's driving drunk. And she has her friend's homeboy in the back seat. So he's like crazy drunk.
I think she told me about
this. Yeah,
he was like. I feel like she told me about.
He was like crazy drunk.
He got into
it with everybody, but either Shayna was just like, we're gonna put him in the car and we're gonna just take him home. So he's just like talking shit to Shayna as she's driving, but me and Shayna like ignoring him, like talking shit about him to each other. So he's in the backseat kind of just letting us ride out on him, but he's still cussing Shayna out the whole time, and we're just like, we just trying to drop your ass home. So I'm just going in on this nigga, cracking jokes, being me, because I'm like buzzed as shit. And we're driving on the highway.
I feel like she told me
this
story.
Nigga grabs me by my hair and says, come here, bitch, and grabs me by my hair like a fucking demon. So Shayna's driving. I'm in the passenger seat. He has my hair. And like, I'm like fighting for my life at this point. Like, I'm like full throttle fighting because he literally had me by like all my hair. So I'm like full throttle, like, this is do or die for me. This is like, I'm like, I ain't had to put the pause on nobody in a minute, but he got me like good and heavy. But he didn't. The odd part was like he didn't hit me. He just had me by my hair, but he had me by my hair.
Yeah.
So I'm just like wilding in this car. And Shayna's driving, and she's like, "Let go of her hair. Let go of her hair." And I'm like, "Bitch, that's not doing it. Like, shoot this nigga. Like he has my hair.
Shoot this nigga."
So finally, he lets go of my hair. Budget. Like, if Shayna always was like, "Yo, you was throwing fists for your life." I'm like, I was like, nigga. So the car's still rolling. This nigga jumps out the car and just starts running on the fucking freeway. So I'm in the car. I'm like, hit him with the car.
His charger and her charger.
Yeah, I'm like, hit him with the car, Shannon. Hit him with the car. And she's like, I can't hit him with a whole car. Like, that's like murder. So, and I'm mad because I'm like trying to take the car, like, hit this nigga. He had me by my hair. So we like driving and we see him in the rear view just running behind the car. And we end up leaving him. But in my frustration, I was like, man, fuck that nigga. But I threw my fist and I hit her windshield and cracked her windshield. And we had to get Safe Flight to come fix it.
Oh my God.
Man, that nigga attacked me. I was so... Who grabbed... He literally... He sounded like it, like the clown. Like, come here, bitch. And like, he like grabbed... I was assaulted, yo. Yeah, man. It's been some wild nights, man. Shout out to Shayna, man. Me and Shayna had some nights.
Oh my god.
What's your
That's
favorite?
hysterical.
What's your favorite cocktail right now? Like mixed drink.
I don't have a favorite mixed drink. I just like it just depends. I'm either in a beer or a wine mode. I don't do any like
Liquor? You don't do liquor no more?
I don't do hard liquor. If I do hard liquor, it's Don Julio with
Reposado? Reposado?
Silver.
Oh, silver.
Yeah, silver with.
I gave away a whole
Corona.
bottle that tequila Reposado.
I'll do Don Julio with the Corona, or I'll just do like wine.
I mean, when I was cocktailing it out, I do like the vodkas with cranberry, a splash of Sprite, and a lemon.
Yeah, I used to do vodka sodas, or
What's
I used
your-
to do vodka on the rocks with lots of lime.
What's your favorite like martini? I like
Dirty.
I like raspberry lemon
I like
drops.
dirty.
Oh, yeah.
I'm one of those bitches.
Yeah, I like-
I want a dirty martini, and I want the olive to have the blue cheese in it.
Oh, you fancy.
I'm a fancy bitch.
I like raspberry.
I've been spoiled.
I like raspberry lemon drops.
That's you the type of bitch to be like, man, we ain't got
Well,
that.
no. Well, I don't. But see, I'm a respectful person. If I'm in like a hole in the wall or like a club, I wouldn't go up there asking for a raspberry lemon drop martini. But if I'm at dinner, if I'm at like a place that
Yes, that can facilitate that.
yeah. But if I'm like in a regular club, I just ask for a vodka cran splash of Sprite with the lemon.
I couldn't, like, that was one of my pet peeves. If
Yeah,
a
I
bitch
can't.
comes up to the bar asking me at 12:30 in the morning for a lemon drop, man, we don't have it. You
I
don't.
can't.
Would you? And I'm just waiting for that day for a person to be like, so what do you mean? You don't have vodka? You don't have lemons?
Nobody had time to be making all them
You don't
drinks.
have triple sec?
Do you? What's the most you spent? Like, well, you know how when you've been drunk and you wake up, you have to look at your debit card. What's the most that's been missing from your account in one night behind liquor?
And so I'm one of those drunks that like I'll pay for everybody.
Me too.
And not only will I pay for everybody,
I offer strangers.
I want to go out of my way to stunt on niggas to let them know, no, I don't need you to buy me a fucking drink.
I do that.
I'll buy your bitch ass a drink.
And I buy
What you
strangers.
drink? What
I
you
buy
drinking?
drink. I
Yeah.
like. I'm the type that'll see a random person across the bar. I'm like, get her one too. Don't know that
don't know
bitch.
the person. Yeah,
Don't know.
totally.
Yeah.
So I'm not.
You in the red because I have on red.
You looked at me.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Because I can't take a shot alone.
Come here. But yeah, God only knows how much I've spent.
What was the most that you? Because I think one night I was upward 400. Like
Nah, I ain't
missing.
never been that
Nah,
much.
this was in. I was talking to this guy though, and I had a couple of coins, and we were out. This is when I actually had a shitload of friends, and I spent like 378. I remember that hurt my feelings.
It was never that much.
And I've done 250 once in Libra when I was.
I've probably done over maybe close to 200, but never anything.
Nah, I get that. And then that whole, because I remember I went through like a phase where I was just like, all right, I'm gonna leave my debit card in the car so I won't buy more drinks. And then
You go out.
I remember I left my debit card at home and literally had a picture of my debit card information and had them type it in. Ain't that terrible?
Yeah,
I spent $1. I spent a coin or five of them.
Yeah, but luckily now it's weird because, well, it's not weird. I feel like maybe that's just kind of like the circle of life when you work in the industry. When you have worked in the industry for so long, you know people, so now you don't necessarily have to pay for anything. Like, I went to the address last night and I didn't have to pay for anything.
That's good.
You know, the only thing that I really paid, well, I had to pay to get in, but drink wise, no, I knew so many people that had bottles, and that, you know, my people that used to come into D-Bar, they saw me and they're like, can I buy you a drink? Fuck yeah, you can buy me a drink.
Have you ever been to the hospital for alcohol poisoning?
You said what?
Have you ever been to the hospital for alcohol poisoning?
No, but I almost went to the hospital for weed poisoning.
Wait, what?
Weed poisoning.
Can you get weed poisoning? You was just high.
I was high as a kite, and I thought I was going to...
Did you call the police?
I wanted to, but my friends kept taking my phone.
Yo, you was gonna be the person to call the police on yourself?
Yeah, I'm high.
I got a question. When people be calling the police on themselves when they high, do the police come arrest them? Or do they just hang up the phone? Like, I wonder what dispatcher does.
I don't know.
Because I feel like I've never gotten into weed like that, but I feel like I would be the person to get high and call the police.
I know that my friends took away my phone because I really wanted to call 911 and tell them my heart beating real fast and I'm nervous. And my mom gonna get mad at me.
How old were you?
I was like 17.
Oh my God. I need you. Y'all niggas was wildin'.
I was wildin'. When I tell you I was wildin', like my poor mother, like I don't think that she knew what to do with me. Like I know I gave her such a hard time. That's because, you know, she tried to like, you know, keep me restricted, and I rebelled. And I know I gave her a hard time, but I mean, I used to sneak out. I remember I smoked a cigarette in my room and it stunk up my whole room.
What's wrong with you?
And I was like, oh shit, oh my God. And I was trying to air out my room, and I took one of her little fans and I was trying to blow out the smoke.
Wow, you're a terrible tyrant.
I was praying to God that they wouldn't have smelled that, but they never did. I mean, I remember I took Xanax, and I took half of a bar, and I drank a beer.
When people say half a bar, what is it?
So Xanax is like a whole bar, right?
Mm-hmm.
You take a full bar, you damn near be asleep for like 5 days. And you drink, and you'll be asleep for like 5 days. If you take half of a bar, you see, you're not supposed to take Xanax while you drink, because that intensifies the Xanax-y stuff. So my dumbass took half of a bar, drank a beer, and I remember I drove home with this beer and I didn't remember where I put it. And, you know, my mom was hella nosy. So I'm like tripping like for probably like a whole hour because I couldn't find these two cans of beer that I had.
That was in your cup holder.
That was in my, and I don't know what I did with it. I don't remember I don't remember walking up to the house. I don't remember getting to my bedroom. I don't remember changing I don't remember nothing. And so I'm like just panicking, looking for these beer cans. But because God made me so clever, I had put them in a black garbage bag, and I wrapped them up.
This is a whole lot of work.
I wrapped them up in a trash bag, and I put them in like the big trash can that you take out outside. For the outside. I wrapped them up in a big trash bag, and I put them in the trash can. And I'm like, damn, I'm hella smart.
That's a whole lot of work, girl. I can't be.
But I did that while I was on Xanax. But that's neither here nor there.
I ain't doing none of that. All I remember, I mean, like I said, I started drinking like for real by the time I got to college. I remember my first real drink at the club was Amaretta Sour.
Ooh.
I used to drink the bitches like they was real. And then I upgraded to Long Island's.
Oh, even worse.
Young drinks,
Trash
man.
people.
Young drinks.
I judged people.
Oh well.
But
it was Amaretta Sour was $4 and Long Island's was $5, bitch. Shout out to Tallahassee.
Any motherfucker that came in and ordered a Long Island at D-Bar,
you know, still from time to time, I randomly would get a Long Island for old time's sakes. Mm-mm. Top shelf, though.
That's a trash drink, man.
Let me, we got an email, though. So, in short, kids.
Look, not telling y'all to drink.
I'm not saying don't drink. I'm gonna say don't cuss out your mama while you drunk.
And don't get shit-faced after you graduate high school.
Don't drive drunk.
And then don't buy a nice outfit from, like, Express.
I didn't even... One of these days, I'll tell every time I got into some shit behind the wheel of a car while I've been drunk.
I parked outside of a Ford parking lot over there off Southwest Freeway.
I hit a curb, threw myself on, cracked my whole windshield, had to park my car at a Kroger's and walk off from it and find like random people to call somebody to come get me. Literally.
Okay,
that
you
car,
went that round.
No. I drove my car in a ditch one time in college. The police came. I was trying to get out the ditch. I was going to 7-Eleven. That's what pissed me off too. So I run the car into a ditch. Full out, can't get it out. The police comes. He tells me, and this is the thing, I was still on probation from that fight, so my ass should have went to jail. He was like, call like your mom. So I called my mom. He basically talked to my mom. I got in the car. I got in the cop car. I thought he was going to take me to jail. I'm like, you're not going to take me home. You're going to take me to jail because I'm drunk. And he was like, no, I'm really going to take you home. The police officer took me the fuck home.
Wow.
True story.
I ran my roommate's car into a ditch.
That's so fucking terrible.
I ran her car into a ditch. Shout out to Contessa. Poor thing. She had just got her car out, brand new car, and decided I wanted to go to Whataburger. And right over here off Rogerdale, and ran that bitch into it. It at the time, it was like this ditch, and it had like the sewage thing above ground.
Mm-hmm.
I turned too hard and boom, boom, right into the ditch. I got scared, so I just took off running.
Oh my God! Do not drink and drive, folks.
Do not drink and drive. I took off fucking running, and I was barefooted. I was running through mud and everything, and I ran into the apartment. I was like, Tessa, I'm sorry. Something happened to your car. Something happened to your car. She's like, what the fuck? So I was like, you can take my car. Let's take my car. She's like, why did you take your car? Why did you take my car? I said, I don't know. Your keys were sitting right there. I don't know. We get back to the car. So we take my car back to her car. And there's like all these police cars and tow trucks and shit. At the time, I didn't even have any money. So the police officer didn't ask, thank God, he didn't ask questions like, how did this car get here? He just said, who is the owner? And my roommate was like, I'm the owner. And so he was just like, okay, well, you need to get your car out of the ditch. And she was just like, okay. So I was like, oh my God, Tessa, how'd your car get in the ditch?
Bitch had to act? You had to act?
I had to act, girl.
Girl, no,
and
that
they pulled
is terrible.
the car out, and that's when they're like, it's like $200 to drop the car. And I was just like, what?
Girl, no. I hit a car when I first moved to Texas. I rear-ended a pickup truck on 610. No.
On the freeway?
Yes. I was drunk as shit. And I rear-ended the truck. I get out, pickup truck. I get out. I'm like bawling my fucking eyes out because I'm going to jail. Like, I know it. And luckily, the people I rear-ended were non-speakers of English. So they thought I was crying because I was scared because I was by myself. I was crying because I was drunk and I just rear-ended this car. So I'm like, fuck this. One thing I learned is get away from, mind you shouldn't do this. I literally just walk off the freeway.
Yeah.
And I hide and behind a dumpster, behind like a Target. And a scrappy little one I am. And I call my homegirl and I'm like, I explain what happened. So she was at work. So she sent some people who was at the bar to come get me. So it's like a for real like escape scene. A truck pulls up, the door flies open. It's like, get in. I hop in, we leave. And I'm like, holy shit. I still left my car there. This is about to be a fucking mess. So, but I'm drunk and I'm boohoo crying. And finally we get home. I go to sleep. I wake up. I'm nervous as shit. So I'm calling around trying to find my car. So I finally find my car. They're like, oh, they have it in like a impounded. And I'm like, okay, cool. And it was like, oh no, in order for you to get your car, you have to get a release form from the police department. And I'm like, oh shit. Well, fuck this car. What am I going to do? Because I have to buy another car. That's what I'm thinking. So I go to work and I get a phone call and I'll never forget it. It's like, hi, this is Officer Torres. And I'm like, no, they leave a message. It's like, hi, this is Officer Torres. I need to speak to, she says my name. And she's like, there was an incident last night with your vehicle. This is the license plate number. Right now, we just have it as an accident, but if you don't return my call, it will be as a hit and run. So now I'm like sweating bullets. I'm like, what am I going to say?
Busted.
I am busted. What the diggity fuck? So I pull in my Orlando Windermere girl out and I call back and I'm like, hello, Officer Torres? And she's like, hey. And she was like, so what happened last night? And the thing was, at the time, I hadn't changed anything over to Texas yet because I should have clearly should have had everything turned over, but it wasn't. My car and everything was still registered to Florida, and my license, everything. So I'm like, oh my God, I was so confused. I was driving home from my friend's apartment trying to get back to the location I'm staying at. And I was looking down at my GPS trying to figure out, should I stay on that road? What is it? 710, 810, or get on 59? But I was looking down on my phone and then I hit the pickup truck. And she was like, okay, yeah, that's what those guys said. Because I hit the truck like right when the lanes would like split for you to pick whatever highway you was about to get on. And she's like, oh yeah, so why did you leave? I was like, no, I was just so confused. You know, I'm not from here. I got really nervous. So I couldn't tell my friends where I was at because I don't know this area. So I got off the ramp to just see, like, kind of give them where a place to come get me and, you know, show me so I can get picked up. And she was like, oh, really? She's like, well, yeah, that's what the guy said. But sweetie, you can't leave a scene that's a hit and run. You know, we were looking for you last night. If we would have found you, we would have took you to jail. I was like, oh my God, I'm just so terribly sorry. I really was just confused and I was by myself and two men had got out the car. I just didn't know. Girl, dead ass. So then now, cool, because she's like, all right, well, I have all your stuff here at the police department. You have to come pick it up. And I'm like, fuck, this a trap. This bitch, I'm gonna show up to the police station. She's gonna arrest my black ass. So I have a whole girl take me. I'm like, listen, I'm not out in like 5 minutes. They arrested me, bitch. So I go in. I asked for the lady. I'm like still sweating bullets. I asked for the lady. And she was like, she had all my stuff in like a little police
crime
bag, a crime bag. It was like, here you go.
Evidence bag.
And she was like, you need to sign this for your release. So I signed the paperwork. She was like, no, but sweetie, seriously, you need to make sure you don't do that because that was a hit and run. You know, you don't want that type of trouble. I'm like, ma'am, I'm really so sorry. I was like, thank God I'm going back home tomorrow because, you know, all my stuff is still for Florida. So she was like, okay. So I'm in there and I look like behind like a screen and it's like it's like cameras all over the highway. And I'm looking like, did they record it? Or was I in like a blind side? But she just let me go. And I was like, all right, girl. And she was like, all right. And I got out of it. Woo! That's why now I still got like 2 more stories, but we'll save those for another good time. But we do have a letter. It's quick.
Nice.
No, it's like 2 lines.
Help me.
So we're gonna name her. I think we did her at the cake. We're gonna name her Gladys Knight. Gladys Knight say, "Hey girls, hey. Problem. My boyfriend has been requesting anal sex. I'm not sure I want to do it. Love, Gladys Knight." 2 lines.
Gladys Knight.
Don't do it if you don't want to do it, girl. I don't blame you.
No means no.
But you know, let me tell you something. I was talking to when I was at college, I remember talking to this old head and we were talking about anal sex. And he was like, I don't know what it is, but at some point, a nigga's gonna want to fuck you in the ass. And I remember being like super annoyed by that.
First of all, you're not fucking me in my ass.
Yeah, I'm not with it.
I'm not with it.
I'm not judging who. If y'all do it, do you. I'm scared. I'm gonna be honest. I'm terrified.
Because let me tell you why I'm scared. So there's this old myth in Corpus Christi, right? Oh. So there is this tire shop that was locally owned, and the grandson of the owner, they said, was fucking a girl in her butt, and he fucked her too hard. And ripped her butthole. And they said that
what is this podcast coming to?
Shit coming out of her ass, and they couldn't stop it. And when I heard that story has stayed with the story has been a little exaggerated, but you get my point. But that story has stayed with me since grade school. Okay. And I always remember to myself, I will never allow somebody to fuck me in my poop chute.
Listen.
It's only supposed to come out. Nothing's supposed to go in.
I'm not against it, and I'm not going to say in life I would never try. Preferably 10 years from now with my husband when we bored with everything else.
Not trying.
But with that being said, if you don't want to do it, you just don't do it. And don't make nobody, if he's getting good vaginal sex and he's putting it in your mouth, he should be good. So
that should be enough.
Yeah, a simple no should get you past that. I mean, I don't know what your fears are. I personally am petrified and very scared of anal sex.
It's a lot.
Once again, I've talked to people who have had it. They thoroughly have enjoyed it. I still don't want to try it.
I have hemorrhoids, man. So I can easily get hemorrhoids. I don't need something.
How does one just have hemorrhoids like that?
I have hemorrhoids. I get hemorrhoids. I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed.
What is this podcast coming to?
I am not ashamed. My name is Adrianna Cool, and I have hemorrhoids. I get them, and they're uncomfortable.
Is there something in particular you do to get them?
Maybe sometimes I push too hard, and
what
then
do you mean? Like when you try to take a dump?
yeah, I push too hard.
I mean, how do you not push too hard if you try to get something out
because
your
you're
butt?
supposed to be relaxed.
Are you really supposed to be relaxed when you're taking this shit?
Yes.
I have never been relaxed when I'm taking this shit. Like, what? Is it taking the shit
And
pushing?
then, like, if you...
This podcast is going to hell.
And then, like, if I eat, like, certain food, like, spicy food, like jalapeno, like, if it
I
has,
just
like,
need to understand that people
pickle.
are relaxed when they take a dump.
Oh. Like, if you're trying to force poop out of you.
But aren't you always trying to
No,
force?
because sometimes it could come out, like, they ain't even trying to try. Like, it just comes out.
No, my butt's clenched. I can't.
Yeah. So sometimes, you know, thank God I haven't had a hemorrhoid in a couple weeks, months. But that's what I'm afraid
I did have a
of.
hemorrhoid on my birthday.
That's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of a hemorrhoid situation coming from anal sex. I feel like I would have a huge hemorrhoid. And I just don't have time for that.
You have asshole problems, so I feel you.
I have a very sensitive butthole.
Yeah, you have asshole problems. I'm just personally terrified of things going up my butt. And plus, it's just, I don't.
What if it comes out too hard and then it's like your poop is loose?
Listen, and that was like my other fear because I too have heard stories about people just shitting on themselves after. I'm not a good person to talk to about anal sex. This is what I'm going to say, young lad. If you don't want to do it, do not do it. Don't make nobody... No, just no. If you don't want to do it. Now, granted, go talk to some people who enjoy it because I've heard it's phenomenal. Like I said, I'm just not the person that wants to try it. And I'm not going to say ever in life. I don't know, maybe 15 years from now after me and my husband done, swung off chandeliers and did everything that 50 Shades of Grey has to offer, then maybe. But as far as now... Today, tomorrow, 2 weeks from now, a month from now, 2 years from now, even a year from now, I can guarantee you, I am not having anal sex.
I'm not
petrified.
having anal sex either. The way my hemorrhoids are set up and they can be easily agitated, it's just not a win-win for me.
See, and your situation was so quick. Does he play in your asshole? It's a lot of questions.
Does he stick his finger?
Yeah. Because are you leading him
kind
on?
of annoying
Are
too.
you leading? That is.
That's really annoying. No, stop fucking sticking your finger in your butt.
Listen. That is a real question.
That's fucking annoying.
Why y'all always trying to slip shit and shit? Like why
It's
y'all?
not necessary. You hitting her from the back, but you want to plug my butt up with your thumb. Like that. Okay. You listen to Future. Okay.
What is going on
What
with
is
this
that?
podcast?
What is that though?
I was dating this guy recently.
And he wanted to put his thumb in your butt.
He wanted to train my asshole. There's training to this. And he was like, you start off with like the very small toy and then you get bigger and bigger and then it'll be big enough for his penis. But this was the catch. It's one toy he showed me that like he showed me online. It goes in and it has a pump and you can pump it to make it bigger while in your butthole. And I remember being petrified. I was just like, listen,
Sir.
we can't be together. This is too much.
That's a lot.
And I haven't talked to him.
And usually, like, if a guy is like, I want to fuck you in your ass, it's like, okay, well, I want to fuck you in your ass. So can I stick my vibrator up your butt?
That's not the same.
It is the same. An asshole is an asshole.
No. I don't think that's the same. I don't think that's the same. I don't think that's the...
I don't care. You're not sticking me up my poop chute. Sorry.
She has hemorrhoids.
And I have hemorrhoids. I'm very sensitive down there.
But honey, listen.
It's a preference.
It's a preference. And if you're feeling a little naughty, girl, do you. If you're not feeling naughty,
loose as a goose.
Yeah, do you. If you're not feeling naughty, don't do it. I will say this. Make sure there's gels and
Condom.
lubricants
because your
Involved.
skin's very
Sensitive, man.
thin and breakable down there, and that's how people get at
Just make sure.
viruses.
No, just in general, girl, you just don't want your butthole to hurt. So, because the one girl I knew,
You can just imagine the type of hemorrhoids these hoes be having when they do that.
I've never had a hemorrhoid a day in my
girl,
life.
it is horrible. It is like a blistering.
Use a lot of lube if you do it though, and maybe start off slow. If you're interested, because you're not, I don't know if you're interested or not. You're just saying that he wants to do you on your butt, so do it in a butt.
Is that what that song meant?
No, I think it's called doing the butt. But I used to say do it in the butt. I thought they were saying do it in the butt up until like 2 years ago. But anyways, until someone told me it was like it's really doing the butt. But I'm like, oh. Anyways. Girl, you didn't say if you do or don't want to do it. If you do want to do it, I say start small, a thumb, a pinky finger, whatever.
Start small.
If you don't want to do it, just say no. But if you do want to do it, just take it slow and use lubricants.
And then make sure you poop before and then maybe take a shower or something.
But what's the thing the gay boys use, like fleece?
I wouldn't know. I would just imagine, I mean, I think just
do you have to shit
etiquette,
before you do it?
I think proper etiquette could...
But does shit really come out when you do it?
I don't know. I've never done it. But I could only imagine, like, you stick your fucking finger in your butt, and it's just like...
This is so gross. I'm disgusted.
And then they pull it out, and it's like, oh, shit.
There's shit.
There's shit on your... What? What the fuck? Nasty bitch.
And you the nasty one.
I'm
the nasty one, and you want to go up there. You want to go up there.
So I would imagine you poop first, take a shower... Rinse your butthole out.
How about you take a laxative a couple of days?
Yeah.
Take a laxative a couple of days
But then again,
before.
you don't know when you're going to have anal sex.
Well, maybe, I think that's something you should
random.
plan. I think that's anal sex is
definitely
something you should plan. You should have it in your mind when you're going to let somebody... if this is new for you, I think you should kind of know.
Agreed.
So, take a laxative.
Definitely. Get the poop out of you. Take a nice shower. Keep it, like, rinse out your crevices so nothing can come up.
And lots of lube.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to do it, say no, girl, because I would just say no.
Or, yeah, just say no.
No, I can't. Ain't
or
nobody...
just say you're on your period.
What they got to do with her ass?
I don't know.
That only works for vaginal sex. Like, I remember I said that when somebody wanted me to give him head. I was like, I'm on my period. It's like, what the... I don't know much about the woman's body, but I do know.
I know one thing for sure.
And your
two
cycle.
things for certain. They don't correlate.
They don't go together. Huh. But all right, good folks, we've learned way too much about Adrianna's butthole, and
Hey, hemorrhoids are a real thing. They affect like 9.1 million people in the United States.
Okay, stats. Wait, you really get hemorrhoids out here like every week? That's so sad.
I don't get them every week, but I do get them often enough to know that anal sex is probably not the route.
Not for you. Okay. And sometimes you need to know your body.
I know myself, and yeah, it's just not it for me. Unfortunately, I have hemorrhoids.
Okay, guys, so this has been great. Do not drink and drive. Do not play red lights.
Do not play red lights.
And disclaimer, we did kind of cackle on some of these drunk stories.
But there wasn't
They
fun
was
at
not
the time.
funny at the time.
There wasn't fun at the time.
And luckily we didn't hurt.
Picking you up from the club with you when you have throw up all over you, and then it's like a rumor going around that you suck 3 dicks at the same time. That's not fun.
And at least when you're driving, at least we didn't kill anyone. So you guys don't
be safe.
Use Uber and Lyft.
Please.
Until next week, my good friends. Bye.